for another barn vlog. It's Saturday. I'm not sure which date it is. I think it's 26th or 27th of March. For you guys, you will see this in April. So I haven't vlogged a lot in March because, well, weather and ground conditions and everything. And today it has been raining for the majority of the day, but now it's just dripping. So I'm hoping it will stop completely and I can film while I ride in the arena. So first thing I do is collect his buckets. His evening bucket needs washing and his morning bucket doesn't need washing because he has dry feet in it and can't see his bowl. I need two hands for this because for some reason we have two hooks. So I usually pour some of the water from this bucket into this bucket and then use a dishwashing brush to clean it out. I have this. It's so hard to do something when you're watching through the screen what you're doing and not like this thing itself. So I have to watch what I'm doing, so if the filming is a little focus, seriously, focus, there we go. If the filming is bad, then I'm sorry. Now we're gonna pour out this and fill more water there and feed in this one. So the bucket is now almost full. So I'm just gonna, for some reason this handle can't be bent down. It's heavy and I'll put it up and fill up the rest of it with something else, another bucket or something. So let's make the feed. Mulligan, this is Champion Diamond. Don't know why it's called that. This is beet fiber or fiber beet. This is oil from, I can't remember what it's called in English right now. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called in English. What's this? B vitamin. Okay, so that's new. And this is Spiller's conditioning mix. And he has his vitamin bucket under there as well. So I'm gonna mix his feed. So his evening feed is like the vitamins and the diamond. He has speedy beet. He has some conditioning mix and some oil. Morning is just the conditioning mix and the diamond. And this is his bowl where he usually gets some carrots. So I need to cut some carrots. So his evening feed needs hot water in it because of the speedy beets. It has to be fed wet because it what's the English word? It expands when it gets wet, and so it needs to be wet before it goes into the stomachs. This should be enough. So I'm gonna put this away I need 2 hands. And now it's time to muck out. So I'm gonna put you up on a tripod. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. It could be very boring, I know. I got Mulligan. He is, of course, pooping. And his rain rug was actually more wet on the inside than the outside. So, yeah, you're wet. You're wet. You like my poop. Hello. Hi, kitten. Whoa. So, we're working on the brushing with Muller, and now we're not supposed to do it in his stable anymore, but today was a wet day, so I did it inside. And the most important thing I find here, he was really itchy on his nose, so I was just like scratching his nose, and he was really enjoying it. Yeah. He's a very weird little guy. So I was brushing him a little. Some days he likes being brushed on his head. Other days he just doesn't want to. Today he was middle ground. And then I go to brush him by his ears and on the right side, and he sort of shows me that he's not comfortable, so I give him like a little break. And just relaxation is very, very important, because he goes into these stress reactions and he gets really tense and anxious. So it's really important that I'm really relaxed so that he can be relaxed, as you can see. So I use my hands a lot, and I only use the brush after I use my hands a lot of the places. And praise him a lot with my voice, as you will hear. And when he moves away from me, I mostly leave him alone. But like, he's supposed to understand that he has to accept our touch, but that we will listen to him. So now I go in to itch him, give him an itch, and then I go under his belly where he doesn't like to be touched. So he lifts a leg and I tell him to put it down, and then he lifts the other leg, tell him to put that down, and as soon as he puts it down, I leave him alone. As a reward, I take away the pressure and I leave him alone. And yeah, so it's just being patient, taking a lot of time, and just making the situation as stress-free and pressure-free as possible. But I feel like we have we've gotten a long way now. He's never been as relaxed as he is right here with me, and I think he's making small steps forward every time. And this day he didn't try to, like, he just bites in the air and you can hear his teeth going. And he didn't do that this day. He lifted his front legs a couple of times, but like nothing major, and he was mostly relaxed at all times. So I'm really, really happy with him and praise him a lot, and just like try and keep the energy low, try not to get excited or tense or like rush anything, basically. So I've done that part of the body, give him a rest. try not to touch him, even though it's very tempting. But he's very, he comes into me for contact like this. And I'm just standing here. And we have this moment, even though we're not touching, which I like. So, and it's all about like going into the comfortable place. Then I go with my hand, his uncomfortable place, just feeling, and then I leave him alone again. Talking to him, just like praising him with my voice, and going to the comfortable place to be touched again, and then gently going down into his belly again, because he did have some dirt under his belly, so that had to go before we were riding. And then I leave him alone again. Well, mostly. I need to be better at just leaving him alone. But he was very, like, he was seeking contact today. So, yeah. So that was a grooming. So I rode in the arena today. It's the first time this arena has been rideable in several months. So I just warmed him up, trotting him, riding in a rising trot, and just letting him stretch. And I had company by 31-year-old Pepe, which is the oldest horse at the barn, with his rider. So what I was focusing on was to extend and collect the trot a little bit. And looking at the clips, I realized that it's not very visible what I'm doing. But here you can see I'm collecting him. He's almost into walk, and then we are extending a little bit. I didn't get like the answers I wanted to today from him. I wanted him to answer forwards much more quickly, which I didn't get. So yeah, you take what you can get and you work with what you have, basically. And then I did some canter, and I wanted to work on the same thing in canter. So again, it is not visible on camera properly, and I realize when I look at the movie that I ride really, really, really slow. Really slow. Like when I think it's fast, it's slow. Uh, so so I know I was doing something and he was answering a little bit. Like I think here I'm collecting so much that he broke into trot. So but you can't actually see it very well, which is annoying. I wanted to like show you guys, but it's not really visible. So here we are cantering right, and I felt like he was pretty good here, but I couldn't get him to move forwards properly. And his transitions weren't as good on the right as they were on the left, but like I feel like you can see here I'm trying to go forwards and then I cut it. Here you can see it. So I'm doing canter transitions here, just to practice him, like getting him to take the transitions better. So what I'm doing is I'm riding 3/4 of a circle in canter, and then it's supposed to be 1/4 of a circle in trot, but it didn't happen that way. It's not that he needs to practice the transitions or I need to practice the transitions. It's just that he wasn't responding and as well as I wanted to. Like when he goes up into canter, I lose him at the front and he gets sort of flat and he sticks his nose forward. So that's what I mean by needing to practice the transitions. And also doing transitions is very good to supple them and get them stronger. So here I did a little bit of shoulder in trot, and I did the same on this long side. And doing shoulder in before you do a canter transition is actually a pretty good idea. So this transition was much better, although this is on the other rein. So I should have done the same thing on the right rein, but my head wasn't in the game. So here, Sabina, that's riding Pepe, she was helping me. She was in the corner, just watching me doing shoulder in and giving me pointers like as to how much he was bending and if his hind end was on the outside or inside. Here we turned it around. You can see her in the corner there. And on the left, he consistently tried to put his bum out instead of his shoulder in. So I'm trying different tactics to get him to get better and to ride him better. So we're conferring a little bit. And here was the last time and I really got it to work this time. So I'm really happy with that. And then I just trotted him off on a long rein. And he's spooked because when he gets to relax, he's like, oh, I don't need to concentrate on my rider so I can make up a spook. So that was all for today. And we're done with our ride today. He was actually pretty good. Only spooked once. I hope the filming will be okay. I hope I got something of it on camera. But yeah, Muller was pretty good. We just worked on some transitions into canter and a little bit of shoulder in, just because I had somebody there that could help me look at it and make sure that he did it correctly and that I gave him the right aids. So I now have a better understanding on why left isn't working as well and why he is not as supple to the left, so that's good. So I put Mola out in his paddock. I had to be really quick because of other people that wanted to get into the barn, so I couldn't film it, but he's like watching scary stuff and eating at the same time. He normally stands with his bum more like straight over there, but now he's like, I have to have my face the right way so I can see the scary stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in, finish up, tidy everything up and go home. So I tidied everything, had to actually wash off his hind bell boots because they were so full of sand that brushing them would be futile. And yeah, I hung these just here. These I just wiped off with like a wet wipe. I am a little sweaty, and yeah, I just need to write in our journal and then I think I'm done. Yeah, Muller was really good today though. So now I'm just gonna do the journal, get my stuff together, figure out when my bus comes, and then I'm gonna go home. So that was it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a comment. I love comment, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!